Hey guys, this is gonna be different than other walkthroughs. I'm just gonna focus on the best items that are good for most builds and show some speedrunning tricks to get through areas quickly and beat bosses easily. So starting with the class selection screen because I want to explain the pros and cons with each class. We'll also quickly go over gifts. And obviously, like, if you know what build and what weapons you are, like what advice is going to be different than if you're playing mostly blind. Obviously, if you use a walkthrough, you're not playing completely blind, but so like the armor in Majula sells this shield, so you don't really get any benefit from the shield by choosing this class. It does start out with high strength, relatively high dex, but if you just want to do a strength build, like Knight is better because even though it has less strength than the warrior, I think Knight's better. It has 5 extra vigor, which affects your health. And the Knight also has higher adaptability, which is very important. It affects your invulnerability frames. I-frames is short for invulnerability frames. So when you roll, you have I-frames and you don't take any damage. So Knight's probably one of the best classes, I'd say. Swordsman's, it's okay. It has high dex if you want to use dex right away. A dex weapon right away. It starts with like really low vigor. The main differences between Swordsman and Bandit both have high dexterity, and they both have the same strength, but Swordsman has less health and less vitality. Vitality determines your equip load. They split up endurance and vitality, and it's kind of confusing if you play Dark Souls 1 first. Swordsman also has like higher intelligence and attunements, so if you want to use spells. But there's a ring that gives you attunement slots, so you can actually cheat. You can like really min-max by going with Bandit or Knight. They have a really low attunement, but you get a ring that raises attunement. Now attunement also does increase your cast speed, so there's some downside, but yeah, Swordsman has low health, low vitality, otherwise equip load, but it has higher attunement and intelligence. So if you think of using sorcery, you want to do like a dexterity intelligence build. Swordsman's an option. You can find this sorcerer staff in one of the early areas of the game. So you don't need, if you're not playing blind, which obviously you're not if you're watching this, but if you're not playing blind, you'll need to choose sorcerer to get sorcery right away. We can get sorcery right away with the swordsman. But you won't actually be able to use it until you level up, so I guess you do want to do Sorcerer if you want to get it right away. But yeah, Bandit just starts out with really low adaptability and attunement, so your agility is really low, so you have very low I-frames. So it also starts out with a bow, but you can get a bow really early also, so that doesn't really matter. If you want to do like a cleric, one of the best weapons of the game requires 12 dexterity, and Bandit has 14 dexterity, so the rapier, I mentioned that earlier. So you can do like a cleric with the bandit, get the rapier to set up the build, and then get the attunement ring, which I'll show where to get later, and then just level up your faith. And then there's also cleric. Cleric also has relatively low adaptability, but it has higher attunement, so your adaptability your agility won't be quite as bad as the bandit. You'd also if you want to use strength instead, dex, like you don't have to use the rapier, but I'll show a good strength weapon. Like the mace is good, but there's some enemies are very weak to strike, but other enemies are somewhat resistant, so I'll show where to get. It's the bandit axe. That's the other weapon I'd recommend for strength builds besides the mace and bandit axe. Great club is also good, or a large club if it weighs a little bit less and has less strength requirements. So yeah, if you want to use sorcery right away, sorcerer is good, but you can level up really quickly in Dark Souls 2, so. If you're not sure what you want to do, Explorer is probably the best class, because it has a lot of strength, faith, intelligence, and dexterity. So if you want to like re-roll, there's a respec option later in the game. There's a consumable you can find, so you can like switch around from different builds. So. And it starts out with 90 agility because it starts out with 12 adaptability. So I'm debating between Explorer and Knight. I'm thinking about using Knight just to show like for me, like I find the game easier without a shield just because like I run past all the enemies, but I want to show their like shields are like pretty useful. So, and also, like I said, it has like the low attunement, and then we're gonna get the attunement ring to like min-max. So yeah, I think I'll do that. Yes, life ring you can find via in the one of the early areas. So again, if you're not playing blind, it's kind of pointless. Plus, it's not very good. I don't know how many effigies you get, but it's not that great. I mean, it's okay. Healing wares, it's okay. Seed of the Tree of Giants is useful, but I think I get one. Homeward Bones you can buy, plus you get a consumable that gives you infinite. So you definitely don't want the Homeward Bones. Seed of Tree of Giant. If you're in Skull of the First Sin, there's a way to farm these really easily, so... And they work on NPC invaders, which you get invaded a decent amount in Skull of the First Sin, so... Yeah, I'll show you how to deal with some invaders and how to farm this. I usually choose Bonfire Ascetic. Petrified something, you can use this to get a unique item. I don't know what the drop rate is, and they're also like very niche, and some of them are even that good, so... If you really want to like do that you can. I don't know, like I think either healing wares, Bonfire Ascetic, or Petrified something is probably... I know where to get Bonfire Ascetics, so... Since this is a speed run, I just will choose a Petrified something. So we're not gonna spend very much time in things betwixt. Just gonna grab a few items. What I'm gonna choose for this playthrough is a build that can utilize a lot of different things, just to show how good certain items are, with just the minimum stats required to use them. So basically we're gonna min-max, but this isn't an optimal build. You definitely want to like choose your own build. But if you're not sure what build you want to do in the beginning, my recommendation is just to get minimum stats to wield the rapier and mace. The mace you only need 6 strength to wield two-handed. After that, get agility to a good number and vigor to 20. Always gotta have a secret in the waterfall. So this new Stealthy Stone also is gonna allow us to get some stuff. Okay, so what's our agility? So you see over there it says AGL, like in the middle towards the bottom, next to poise. So that's 87 for us, so we're pretty close to getting an 88. But yeah, like the lowest, which I think Bandit's the only one that has the lowest, is like much worse than the next one. I don't know why they did that. Also, this is in the Skull of the First Sin version. If you have the original Dark Souls 2, some item placements and enemies are going to be different. Also, there's more NPC summon signs in Skull of the First Sin. I don't know if I'm going to like show all of those, but you can check on the wiki if you're having trouble with the boss where to find the summon. So there's a way to like cheese this guy, kind of, but it's a grab. Okay, we're just... Oh, you gotta kill him to get the stone ring. Okay, well we're not gonna do that now. But basically you like... I haven't really practiced this, so I usually just cheese him an easier way, but... You like get in, like you gotta like get behind him again to do the butt slams. But he has so much health. Let me see, can we do it? Yeah. So anyway, you get an item called the Stone Ring, and it increases the poise damage you do. Poise, for anyone who doesn't know, it determines whether you get staggered or not. So higher poise means you're less likely to get staggered. So like you see our armor, where's the poise? Okay, it's the upper right where it says 12, right above the poison. Poise is above the poison. Easy to remember. And then you see with the broadsword, the 110 is the counter bonus, and then below that the 20 is how much poise damage, and then the plus 37 is the scaling bonus. So you see this has CD. S is the best, A is the second best, and then nothing is the worst, or the E. As far as like actual letters, that E is the worst. So I'm just gonna skip all this. Obviously you want to like read all these like stones here, as they tell you like game mechanics. Like it says, behind enemy's back, critical, and you need to like move slowly to backstab. Oh god. Usually, okay, we're doing a walkthrough. Chill the fuck out, guys. Yeah, stamina, like, You're used to playing Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring, you're Bloodborne. You run out of stamina much quicker. Daggers, I don't know. Has a really high critical bonus, so backstabs do a lot of damage with dagger, but I don't feel like real accurate otherwise. I remember I'd have like tried daggers back when I first played, but I don't think she's actually gonna choose us. I'll see. Okay, well, I should also say the way armor works. Physical resistance is not very good in this game. So like, for every 100 resist physical resistance, you negate 20 damage. So like, it's good for chip damage, but for bosses that do, or enemies that do heavy hits, it doesn't really help much. Whereas I think with Elemental, it's 100 is 10%. So like, this gives us like 2% resistance, but it all adds up. So like, generally, it's better to see like white armor that has good elemental resistance. Okay, first of all, you want to kick this ladder down. And then we want to choose leave. And then you can do multiple of these at the same time. Do leave again. So let's now pick up the first one. That Twinkling Titanite.
Give us smooth. Yes, yeah.
And yeah, Demon's Great Hammer, which is really cool and fucking useless. By the time you have enough strength to use it, they're just better weapons. I mean, the only thing about it, I think it upgrades. Does it upgrade with Twinkling Titanite? I don't know. I think it's still trash, but like maybe like there's a way to get. Yeah, it does upward. Yeah, it does upgrade with Twinkling because I remember seeing a speed run with someone. We're not gonna do the other ones. There's an Amber Herb, which gives you increased casts. If you're in Skull of the First Seam, you can't get through this. But if you're in Skull of the First Seam, you also get a Estus shard going through there. So you want to eventually, you get Fragrant Branch of Yore. So like the way oh yeah, I have a graphics mod if you're wondering why yours looks like this. Let's drop down here, get this. Morning Star I don't think is as good as the mace, but if you just want to like farm right away, maybe I'll just show this. And also has higher stat requirements. I don't even know if we have, do we have a stat requirements? Yeah, we do, for two-handed. You might have heard of adaptability involving iframes. Well, that's partially true. It's actually agility stat that determines iframes. And you can raise agility through either raising attunement or adaptability. Adaptability raises agility more, but attunement obviously has other benefits like giving you more casts. Attunement not only gives you more attunement slots for spells, which I guess if this is your first game and I'll explain that later how the attunement works, but in Dark Souls 2, attunement also increases the number of casts for certain spells. Okay, so I usually kill him because that armor set he drops gives you bonus souls. Later on, he sells some like special boss armor. Now there is a way to get advance his quest line and also kill him. Oh yeah, so Star Shield, this is what the starting shield for that one, the warrior class I think it was called, I don't know. But anyway, the only one that starts with a shield. But I mean, this shield's better. It has this, so you see the shield, bottom right, the shield icon, it says 50. That's stability. That determines how much stamina is drained when you block. So the higher stability is better. So both of these shields have 50 stability. But this one has higher physical resistance. It blocks 90%. Generally, you want something that blocks 100% physical. But this Twin Dragon Great Shield, it's like so good that I would say it's worth using. Like if you're doing like leveling up strength. You level up strength a lot, there's a better shield for 30 strength, but if you're kind of min-maxing everything, this is like good. It blocks 95% physical, and if you upgrade it, it goes up to like, well, I think above 96% physical, so I don't know if we'll use it or not. I think maybe we will just use this shield, so we won't kill him yet, but I will explain how if you want to advance his quest line, so hit this, you get an Estus shard. There's a Titanite shard above. If you climb the ladder next to him, I think I forgot to loot that. But yeah, there's a way to kill him and advance this quest line, because the way they do this, like a lot of the NPCs, like after you kill them, after a few hours, a gravestone appears and you can interact with it. But if you want to buy the good items, you have to advance the quest line first before you kill them. And agility also has certain breakpoints, so like, I know 88 is one of them. There's 2 more before that, but you definitely want to try and get up to 88 or the one right before 88. Early game, I'd say 88. Later on, get up to 92, then 96, 99, and the most I recommend is 105, but 99 is probably better just because, like, you have to spend a lot of coins to get it filled from 99 to 105. This is a light shield. I don't think it's that good, but if you're like really maxing strength, I guess you can try it, but I don't think it's worth using. I just watched show because it's easy to miss. The reason why the corpses look like this, I have a mod. We haven't died yet, but there's a mod that like it changes how your character looks when they're hollow, but only works for female characters. So I just it's better wait until you upgrade your weapon. I just show this, like if you're really down bad for some souls. These guys are weak to strike damage. So yeah, you have 400 right there. During the old version Dark Souls 2, this guy drops a, what's it called? It's something that upgrades your Estus flask. You burn it, it's bone or dust, I don't remember. Sublime bone dust, I think. So we're gonna buy that shield. I wanna like show the usefulness of shields, but like they're not as good as in Dark Souls 1. So like depending on how much you invest in strength and endurance will depend on how many enemies the shield will be useful for. I'll show like some lighter shields that require less strength, but you'll only be able to block certain enemies. So anyway, as far as Advance's quest line, you have to spend a certain amount of souls. To do everything, I think you have to like, you probably want to look around the wiki how to like do his whole quest line. Like it's like, spend 15,000. If you want to get all the armor sets, like just look in the wiki, or just don't kill him. But see how now he changed positions, he's sitting up here. So now we like advance this quest line. He's selling a bit more stuff now. Like I said, if you want to get like all the armor sets, don't kill him or advance this quest line completely before you kill him, but for the sake of this playthrough.
What? Curses upon you, enough of this. You won't get me.
So can we block his... Oh, he did a guard break. You saw that staggered us, so yes. Okay. But yeah, see. Oh yeah, that's another guard break. I was trying to show like how much stamina is drained. Yeah, see, like these attacks we can block pretty easy with a shield. And we haven't even upgraded it. Oh wait, you're gonna Estus, bro? No man, no chugging. I gotta remember that, like... I knew he was gonna do that, but I didn't want to die. So, also, as far as rolling goes, a quick load, you need to be under 70% a quick load, or you'll fat roll. But if you get even lower than 70, it will increase your stamina recovery and your roll distance. So once I get some heavy armor, I can show, like, the difference in roll distance. Maybe we're just two-handed. Why is he so hard to kill? If you really want to, like, do fast and souls, I'm pretty sure the robe and the pants are each 10% more souls. Manchettes, the gloves, are 20% more souls. And the hat's only 10% more souls. So yeah, if you just want to like look nice, like just wear the manchettes because they give the most. And then either the robe or the robe and the trousers are the next best, and the hat's the worst. So, all right, we found a shard. Get strength up to 12 so we can use a mace one-handed. So if you talk to this guy in Julius Covenant, the ring he gives you raises your HP a little bit, not a lot, but I mean it can't hurt. Yeah, answer that. So yeah, we're at 970 health. Here we toggle this. It shows it here, okay. 970 up to 999, so there's like 3%. I mean, we don't have anything else to use, so yeah, if you're playing offline, which I always do so I don't get invaded, you just turn your Steam offline. You just go to like good offline mode. Wait, where's the death counter? Is this it? Yeah, the death counter. So you can see how many okay, we're gonna just grab the bonfire here, and I'm gonna show you quick strat. You don't have oh, there's a chest down there. I don't remember what's in there, but I guess we can just grab it. I usually do speed runs. I haven't really played Dark Souls 2 a lot recently, but yeah, it's a human effigy, so that's good. Okay, so we're gonna jump here to the whole one bone and a soul. There's nothing really to get here. I think there's like one item and might be, I don't know if it's like, I think it's like a soul or a life gem, or I don't know. There's like an item like over to the left, died at the bottom of the river. I mean, if you're new to the game, like you should definitely try fighting these guys. Like I said at the beginning, this is just showing the best. I don't remember if any of these are good. Like one of these might be an effigy or something. I don't know, but I just gotta like, we'll grab this, I guess. Okay, useless. Actually, broken straight sword is good. Alright, I shouldn't have eluded that. I almost got trapped. But you can just chill those guys individually. They don't like aggro. They're like just like wait for one of them to get up, kill them, wait for another. But there's an item on this level, like towards the end over there. It's the buckler, which the only use it has more parry frames. I've never really done parrying in this game. I've tried in other Souls games, namely Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls. The other games, okay, see, like, we can just tank. And you look at our health, like, it's barely going down. We're wearing light armor, so, like, and not blocking 100% armor is, like, it's not as good. So, oh, there's a crystal lizard in here. How are we gonna kill it? I don't know if we have, though. I wonder if we can kill it with this, actually. So the great hammers are really good for killing crystal lizards. I don't know if you need the minimum stats. Maybe the ones later on have a lot of health, but so either do the running weak attack to kill a crystal wizard, or the stronger attack. Okay, this is gonna be weird, because we gotta switch back. I don't want to be out of here. You get a key for this later, but you can just like, I'm trying to maintain. I don't want to. I gotta like, okay, let's switch to the hammer. All right, we got him. Yeah, see, like, it's minus 148 because we don't have the staffs to wield it, but oh yeah, and we're over 70. Okay, so this is another very light shield. If you're like really min-maxing strength, maybe this is okay, but probably not. I don't know if it's the main thing we went up here for besides the crystal lizard is a hand axe. If you chose explorer or sorcerer, you won't be able to wield it. The explorer can wield this two-handed because it requires 9 strength. Sorcerer, you have to level up strength if you want to use this. But if you're really min-maxing You only need 4 strength to wield this. Basically, it's your strength multiplied by 2. But if it's an odd number, I'm pretty sure you only need 4. You'd think it would be 5 that you need for the... I don't remember it's 4 or 5. I sort of remember it only being 4 to wield this two-handed. We can test it later if there's like another even numbered one, but... So like for the Sorcerer, if you're in a min-max, this has very high base damage, so the strength scaling isn't even that good. If you want a even better weapon with the Sorcerer, just level up your dex and use the Rapier. The Rapier you can also use two-handed, so you don't raise your strength with the Sorcerer. So I want to show the roll distance now, I think. I was looking for something heavy. I was still over 70. So yeah, you saw that if you fat roll, you definitely don't want to be over 70%. But okay, so we're like just below 70. So watch our roll distance. There's not very much. But now, this for me of everything. I'll keep the ring on you, so this doesn't run away that much. Now look how far we roll. So, and also your stamina regen is faster. I just want to try this out. Just for fun. See how much it... I mean... Yeah, that like drains our whole stamina bar. But, like I said, we don't have them and that's not upgraded either, but... Oh, this actually does do a lot more damage. Let's just check the scaling though. 30, 38. This is slower though, right? Lay down as a guard break. If you press forward and light attack, you do the guard break. Some enemies have shields that do rage. I don't know. Let's go this. I don't know what's better. I don't know how much I'm gonna use the shield, to be honest. So yeah, we're right where the what's it called? The bonfire drop down here. I want to use shield a little bit just to test how much it's viable. Well, I guess... So yeah, see like these? Like they bounce off the shield. It's an effigy, I think it is. What's shit? Yep, okay, I remember some things. I think it's just called deflection. And great shields have higher deflection, but... And also it depends on the enemy, but... So yeah, you... Like, this is how, like, he definitely... If you're new to the game and don't know how to run past everything, you definitely do wanna... Shield is gonna be useful. It's just, like I said, if it has low stability... And you have low endurance, like, it's not gonna be that useful against bosses. But... we're not going in there. I think there's an enemy that's gonna come after us if they go down here, I'm not sure. Anyway, this Soul the Proud Knight is 2,000. This guy shouldn't attack us if we just go here. But maybe, I don't remember. It's Fire Longsword. A lot of people like this. I heard a lot of people use this on their first playthrough. I think there's better options, but it has fire scaling, so it's fire scales with intelligence and faith, so it might be worth trying. You can, if you like the moveset, it has a good, I think the two-handed moveset is like some ways better. The strong attack is a thrust, so you can stagger enemies with this, and also it's had good range, but the one-handed, the strong attack isn't like that great. And we don't have the dex for this. But if you like the moveset, you can definitely try it out. It upgrades with regular Titanite, so... Oh, I forgot to loot this item. So once you're done here, go back here and go left. This is back where we started, the beginning. Want the resin, I guess, maybe. So you need to buy, if you spend 10,000, she'll give you a ring that increases the souls you get. So we definitely want to do that as soon as possible. She sells soul arrow, like if you don't use sorcerer. But you can also get great soul arrow. I'll show in a second where to get that. I think we're just gonna grab some fire bombs. So there's a trick to blow this up. A shortcut here, which I'm gonna just show the easier way to do it, just because even though it's like a cool speedrunning trick, I do want to do. Let's do kale. Let's do kale now. Do I drop? I guess we'll drop down here. There was a guy behind me? No. Hey, so this guy's gonna make. He's gonna follow us if we don't take care of him. LA. Sometimes they love to drop life gems. Yep. So this is a guy you can dart. One of the guys you do dart break on. But another thing is to like wait for them to attack and then. Oh wow. Honestly, our game's easier if you just run past enemies. Yeah, agility also like determines how quickly you drink the flask. Yeah, and we're taking fall damage. You take a lot of fall damage in Dark Souls 2. But yeah, let's go using that life gem. I don't want to do this over again. We're going down here just because there's like Titanite shard. It's not like super important that since I'm like going to be showing multiple different builds in this walkthrough. I mean, obviously I could just create multiple characters. I don't know what's better, but I want to show like the items. There's like that was the whole point of this, the universal walkthrough. So you jump here. The universal walkthrough means you. So wait for this boulder to go. Items that are universally good with most classes. So all NPCs, if you don't know this, you just keep talking to them until they repeat themselves. So that's how you advance the quest line. Plus, I mainly just want his key, but oh yeah, one other thing. There's this one weapon that's it's a ultra great sword. It does less damage if you kill an enemy, or if you kill an NPC for each NPC you kill. And I think it resets the New Game Plus, but that's one other reason if you don't want to kill that guy. There is a place to farm for this set in Seldora. These parasite spider things. Okay, I'm gonna open the shortcut up. Which so is to run past this guy. But he can make this bear. So you throw a firebomb and get against those. I might as well just rest now. Which would level up, but I don't. I guess we could buy the key. So I think we'll want to spend our souls on. We gotta spend 10,000 somewhere. Oh yeah, these bright bugs. Each time you kill one of the 4 main bosses, she sells new bright bugs and the cost goes up. And I think it like increases damage by 20%, reduces damage by 20%, so they're really good, but obviously they're expensive and they go on. I think the price doubles each time. So it's like 6,000, then 12,000, then 24,000, then 48,000. But when I'm doing speed runs, I buy them, but I mean, I don't even know if we need the Freedom Branch of York, to be honest. But okay, we'll just let's just buy some life gems. We're gonna need them eventually. This guy gotta sit on us. Okay, so you can fight Pursuer here. Which one's the flask? I guess the flask. I figured torches. You I want the torch too. You don't get any special rewards by killing the Pursuer here, so we're just gonna skip them. Okay, so this ballista is gonna fire. Hopefully it kills this guy, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, well, we're gonna knock. Oh, we don't have a lockstone, do we? There's lockstone. Okay, so this, if it's the green thing, you roll backwards. If it's okay, there we go. That's a Titanite shard. That's what I thought. What's our stamina regen? I'm gonna just use a life gem just to... And that's a guard break. Start out with that item, but anyway, remember that cool starting gift? Well, guess what? You just wasted your starting gift, because now you got it here. And you can't wear 2 of them. Someone's gonna ask that, but yeah, you can't wear 2 of them, so... Alright, so anyway, if you have a lockstone, you put it in there. It'll be like a glowing thing. It appears and you hit it. You get a Titanite slab, which is the best highest tier upgrade in the game, so... At some point you do want to come back here and get this. You also get a Chloranthy ring, which boosts your stamina regen, which is really important. But we're going to be getting the Chloranthy ring +1 pretty soon, so... we'll need that. Okay, so... With this, so we got Great Solera. So again, if we're doing sorcery, which we are going to do, because remember, this is like a universal walkthrough, so... I don't think there's anything that useful. There might be a consumable soul back there, but... Is it a crossbow? I don't think we're going to use it, but it is useful. So, I mean, it can be useful. You can wield it two-handed to lower the strength requirements, but if you do have the strength requirements to wield it one-handed, what you can do is put the binoculars... Wait, do you even need the binoculars? Or just... I don't remember, actually. Oh no, I guess you don't. So you just press left-hand weak attack, or L1, and you can zoom in. I don't know what the point of binoculars are with the crossbow. You can use the binoculars with spells to aim it with soul arrow, though. So you play on your right hand, and then if you have a spell, you can cast it. I might actually get a broadsword, and I kind of like the flicker. We might need the firearm soon. I don't know. I don't know if I really want them on my Hawkmore. So you press the interact button, the button you use to open doors. In other Dark Souls games, you attack the walls or you roll into them. This is the only Dark Souls that you interact with them. So now we got Sorcerer Staff, so like I said. And you can just... You have to fight these guys if you go this way. I don't know if we'll save those or... I don't remember what the last giant is weak to. We can buy both of them, but the golden one we can buy earlier. So... There's a guy here, but it's an amber herb there. I don't know if I'm gonna loot it actually. Probably should get the shortcut first. This shield, if you're like I said, if you're really min-maxing, this is probably the lowest one I'd go to. The large leather shield I just picked up. That really didn't do very much damage. Yeah, this is a amber herb. They restore spell casts. Like I said, with this class, we're gonna wait till we get the attunement ring. You can actually, if you have a decent shield, you can block some of the last giant's attacks, but I guess I should test it out just to make sure it's true, but pretty sure it's true. There are summon signs here, but like, we don't really need them. Now the stomps you might not be able to block just for the angle, but like the hand swipes, yeah, that drained all of our stamina, but we took barely any damage. Okay, so yeah, we just need a two-handed. I don't think I'm gonna use my resin. It's not speedrun, and I will save it for another boss. So basically you just go side to side with the legs. He does it on that side, then he does it on the side your drum's back, and you just run under him. Let your stamina regen, switch to the other side. Besides, you want to roll just to be on the safe side if you don't have atoms memorized. And there's like shockwaves instead of bats. Usually you can get in some free hits when he takes his arm off, but he kind of cock-blocked us. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, when he stomps, there's like shockwaves. I know some people blame it on bad hitboxes, but Dark Souls 1 had the same thing. There were some enemies that like had I'm not necessarily defending the shockwave. And this one you can actually see the feed. But like Dark Souls 1 had that too. There's certain enemies that like there's like a phantom hitbox. And so there's a guy that's gonna bum rush us. Is he? I feel what he's a homeward bound. But yeah, that guy sometimes runs in and attacks you. Yeah, let's just buy this. These are pretty useful. We'll at least buy some of them. With speedruns, I buy a lot of them, but it's one of those too good to use items normally. Okay, so after you kill the last giant, if you haven't already done this, talk to her, exhaust her dialogue. Oh yeah, talk to her after you spend 10,000 souls. She'll give you a covetous silver ring. If you haven't already talked to her, like, advance her dialogue all the way until she starts repeating herself, which again you do with all the NPCs. So now she'll move back to Majula, and she'll sell infinite life gems. For him you gotta rest before you can like talk to and buy stuff. But so you got short bow. So once again, you'll need to choose the bandit to get the sword bow. Should have picked up another flask.
Is that a shard you found? Here, let me see it, so that I may help you. To see light, to see hope, however faint it might be.
Yes, I like that dialogue. Even though Elden Ring, the dialogue for upgrading flasks is better, more convenient, this is definitely... So most immersive, we'll definitely say that. I think I'm gonna just drop the shield, I don't know. There's until he can use the mace, I think it's probably... So, I'm gonna explain the beginner attack, the beginner thing, and then the advanced. I'm gonna show the advanced. Just cause. So basically, you kill this guy, and then a lever will. See, there's like a little box there. A lever will pop up, and you pull the lever, and it makes these platforms that boss arena raise. So you see, there's another lever, another box there. A lever will. Once you kill these guys, the lever will rise up. You pull it. We're not gonna do that. The other thing is the Heide Knights don't aggro until you kill the boss. Yes, so like one thing you can do is if you're human, you can touch that summon sign and farm the guys here with the NPC. We're gonna actually do this beat. So basically you want to wait until he gets right up to the last line here, and then run forward. Then he just jumps off. Okay, so, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward boss fight normally. I don't think I need to, like, explain how to kill him. He's one of the easier bosses. Let's see, I guess we're gonna go back to Majula now. I really want to, like, get what's our dex? It's at 8. I'm trying to think if I want to use... I think we're gonna do, like, another... Oh yeah, we should better level up agility. We don't actually need this now. I think I'm gonna just buy it though, just so I don't forget about it later. Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna do with the mace now. Or with a hammer. We're gonna get one that upgrades the Twinkling Titanite. Normally I'd say just go with the mace, because there's a lot of other things that use Twinkling Titanite, but since I'm gonna be showing some other weapons that upgrade with regular Titanite, I think I'm gonna just use this Twinkling Titanite on the hammer. Oh wait, we need 20 we need 20 strength. Unless we use the hammer two-handed. I guess maybe we'll do that, I don't know. We gotta think about this for a second. Well, let's get agility up to 88. There's this item called the work hook that raises your dex. Actually, Kale, his helm, like, raises dex. I don't know if he's at the mansion or not. We gotta go to the mansion anyways to get some other stuff. Yeah, I should have killed him. I usually don't like... So we got the walkstone. I don't think there's better places to use that early game, but you might as well I mean, you're gonna want the slab. grab these Titanite shards. Oh, we got a torch here, so I guess we didn't need to grab the one by Pursuer, but so Chaos should appear here if you want to do his quest line. But sometimes he doesn't appear, I don't know why. This skeleton, I saw people playing this game like when it first came out, and there's like a bunch of bloodstains here. It's like just line noobs. So you got another Estus shard, and this is the respec item. You go to talk to one of those fire keepers and things betwixt. Okay, we're gonna try and get the helm from Kale, and like I said, unlike how I like try and do a little bit of everything, but I think we'll just do like the basic before I like go into like the int and faith and dex and all the other stuff. Just level up vigor, maybe put 1 point endurance, another point to vigor. Probably want to get agility up too at some point. Alright, so if you want to see more of this playthrough, definitely let me know in the comments and leave a like. It really helps like me determine what to do for videos. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys.